Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? So, we're going to talk a little bit about learning English. I've been teaching English now for many, many years in Latin America, principally in Peru. So, it's been it's been a long time. It's been a long journey. So, what can I really say? A lot of students they want to know what's kind of like the main, well, maybe a little bit more about me first. So basically, yeah, like I've been teaching obviously intermediate and upper intermediate English classes, and also business English. um, yeah, yeah, to professionals obviously, and also TOEFL, and a little bit of IELTS too. So yeah, so it's been a long road, definitely, but it's great. No, I enjoy teaching English, and seeing how students learn. So it's actually pretty fun. No, well, anyways, what I wanted to kind of say today, kind of focus my attention a little bit on. A little bit about methodology. A lot of students they ask me, teacher, what how do I improve my English? Because right, we live in Latin America, correct? So um, the issue is you're not in a country where um, everyone speaks English. I mean, speaks English, right? So that can be a challenge. So I always like to promote the immersion, philosophy. It's basically that um, you make it so that its English becomes as much as it can be unavoidable as possible. So basically, well, a good example could be when you're watching a movie, or better, a series, something shorter, maybe 30 minutes. No, watch it so only in English, right? And would put English subtitles, right? Another good example is our podcast. So when you're in the car, right, instead of putting on, here RPP is very popular. Put on a podcast, maybe an English Pro podcast, right? For example, so you're listening to that in the car, so you kind of can't avoid it. Another little small thing. So put your GPS in English, right? Or Alexa, no? Alexa, Alexa in English, right? For example, um, many things that you can do. For example, in the corporate world, let's say that you have a break, no, 1 hour break for lunch, right? Hopefully, it's paid, right? So why don't you use that time, maybe 15 minutes, to do a lesson, no? Maybe a BBC podcast, or maybe you can even something that you enjoy, maybe about sports. No, maybe you like watching basketball, for example. So something that you enjoy, you can do that, right? So that's another another example, right? And of course, so you go to maybe Crisol, or wherever. Obviously, you remember there is a section. It's not that big, but in English, right? So you can buy a book in English. So maybe if you like to read, buy one book in English, and then you're going to be buying maybe a couple books in Spanish. Buy one in English, right? Do your best, right? Right. And remember, there are just so many resources out there today. There's really no excuse, right? When I was when I was younger, right, there weren't so many resources. Now you're just inundated, right? Inundated. That means you have many, right? You have many sources out there on the internet, and whatnot. So there's really no excuse, right? Okay, but teacher, I'm tired, right? I'm tired. Well, okay, I understand that, right? But I guess we're all tired, right? But if you really want to improve your English, you can do that. No, you can make that effort. So instead of, if you're gonna listen to that podcast in Spanish during your lunch break, well, listen to something in English, right? And of course, I always recommend, right? Taking a course. It's very important, especially in a non-English speaking country, right? You should be in something a little bit more formalized, right? I recommend sometimes students to go in person, maybe do one cycle online and one cycle do or one semester do it in person, right? Just to get some variety, right? Something consistent, right? So, well, as you know, there are many different institutes here in Peru and in Latin America in general. In general, so you could, yeah, do that, right? And it keeps you motivated. It keeps you in tune, right? Yeah, so that's also important. And lastly, I guess we'll end it here. I've been speaking for some time now. TikTok, sex, and YouTube, or sorry, TikTok and Instagram tell me that I should speak under 2 minutes. Sometimes it's not that easy for me, but yeah. So this is more like a podcast form. Use ChatGPT. Don't be scared of it. Really, I really think that. Just with everything, there's good and there's bad, right? So you have AI. It's how you use it, right? So for example, the internet, right? Many years ago, when the internet was coming out, everyone was saying, "Oh no, the internet, no, what's going to happen?" But if you use it properly, it's great, right? The internet. So I think for example, I think I made a video here on TikTok, right? So you can like ask ChatGPT, right? If you're a lawyer, for example, right? You can maybe say, okay, write me a part of a contract, of course, not the whole thing, regarding maybe like a mining issue, sustainability, or something to do with mining. So ask if you're an engineer, get a ChatGPT to get you to do that, and don't just get one. Get them to do three, right? So then print them out, right, and read them, no, and then find which one do you think is the best one, for example, and why, right? And circle in those three parts of the contracts similar words, right? Words that you could see. So that's something that you can also do. We're going to talk more about how you can immerse, really basically how you can immerse yourself, and how you can use technology and ChatGPT in general. That's just one, right? A different types of AI, to improve your English, right? Well, that's it for now. I've spoken a little bit longer than I really wanted to. So remember to give me a thumbs up, the heart, and also remember I have my app, right? A little short little advertisement here, so you can get the app. I have a freemium app, so that means you can try the app for free, and if you like it, you can get in touch with me, and you can. It's a small fee that you would pay, and you would get. You can use different TOEFL, English, business, and I'm forgetting my own app. Business English, and general English, TOEFL, and IELTS. Okay, so have a great day, and hopefully you enjoyed this different type of style video. Bye bye.